Hello YouTube, and this is Robert with Super Galactic Geek Reviews, and we've got another comic book review for you today. This one is a comic book from Nerd Block that we've got. It is the Back to the Future. Now, I was like, okay, Back to the Future, where could you go with that storyline? And kind of like, okay, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what they did. They went and did the story of what happened with the professor when he was stuck in the Old West. I know you remember how they got the train to go off the bridge and it sent the DeLorean flying back to the future, and the professor was stuck in the Old West. This is the story part where the professor's stuck in the Old West and he's telling his wife and two kids now about the future, and he's working on building the time machine to get back to the future. Which, okay, that's great, you know. However, he's got to tell them about how he met Marty. So then it goes and jumps into another storyline, and it tells how he met Marty and how him and Marty became friends and all that. So it's like, okay, you could have split that into two basic books. You didn't need that. That's for sure. The artwork is kind of cartoony. I wish it was a little bit more detailed. I was not impressed with it. It's very dark lines around the faces. You can see they use very bold, dark lines on the facing, which when you do that, it actually makes the characters, when they're small like this, facial recognition's unrecognizable, and I do not like that. It looks very poor. And this here, I mean, see, when you do panels like this small, you have no face on three of these characters actually have no face markings at all, because the panel's too small for them to do them. So, artwork, I am not impressed at all on the artwork. The way they jump from story to story did not impress me at all. I wish they would have said, okay, we're going to tell you how he met Marty McFly. Let's do a book on that. Let's do a book on what happened for him building the time machine to get back from the Old West. I would have liked to seen two separate books on this, not them try to cram all of it in one book. This was very poorly done. So on a geek scale of 1 to 10, I'm only going to be able to give this a 5. I'm definitely not pleased with it. So YouTube, go ahead and click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and be proud to be a geek.